Hello fellow humans, today I'm going to be showing you the real No Man's Sky called Rodina. This is a game that I have not played extensively. I played the demo a little bit, but a year or two back I saw Vinesauce playing it and it looked pretty cool. And I've been following its development for quite a while. So I finally bought it, and this is a really cool thing. You start up the game and like there's no loading screen or anything. You don't have to wait 15 minutes. So you name yourself, and then you have free reign on this asteroid. You can turn on the flashlight. You can jump, and you actually jump like you're on something with low gravity, which is something No Man's Sky does not have. As you can see, the skybox is just beautiful. I assume the center's over there. Your ship is located over here. I don't know why we're so far away from it, but it's over by the green circle. That is always going to be there, so you never lose your ship. I also don't know how to turn off the jetpack once you push the button. Ow. So here's your ship. It doesn't look that big, does it? But once you get inside, man, it really opens. So let's hop on in. And here we go. Here's our ship. A lot of useless things. It got a fire extinguisher, which is useful at times. But the cool thing here is that you can completely change the inside of the ship. Well, I didn't want to do that. You can completely change the inside of the ship to whatever kind of layout that you want. If you're really lazy and don't like to roleplay, you can take the command chair and put it right here by the entrance, so all you have to do is walk in and you have it right there. So let's run on in. Oh, frame rate, please. You get your gun here. You can put it away with R. I forgot to look around. Actually, there's not much to even look around at. I have not been over here, though. I noticed this on the ship layout. Liminal drive. Okay, that's just like the engine room. Now I'm lost. Oh, this should be it. Yeah, okay. So there's a way to the bridge. It's a poor man's version of the Enterprise bridge. And over here we have the scanner, which I don't know how to use. There's Zorica. I don't know what that is, but if you mouse over it, it highlights it. And then there's you, which, I mean, it doesn't really give you a good estimation of where exactly this is. So I don't think that's too helpful. Here's your terminal. Here you can get some lore stuff. So, priority channel communication received. Citizen, the mission is in danger. Our brave vanguard has been attacked by ships of unknown origin. Your fellow colonists have been scattered and destroyed. It is by providence alone that you have survived. The great ship Rodina will enter the system in but a scant few years. If this enemy host is not defeated, the millions of souls aboard Rodina and our dreams for a bright future will surely fall. You are our only hope for salvation. Repel the enemy hordes and secure a mighty foothold in the Zorica system. Your brother and sister colonists are depending on you. Your ship is yet ill-equipped for your glorious mission. You must outfit it with a more powerful drive, one capable of traversing the blackness of space. Go and acquire one. How we managed to get to this asteroid without an engine that can bring us, I don't know. So here's weapons. I've never found another weapon, so I can't say anything about that right now. You can check your ship health and air pressure. Your ship health regenerates over time. I'm not so sure about the pressure one though. So let's hop in. Space to move the ship up. You can roll it with Q and E. You can move forward with W, backwards, and I assume you know the rest. And right now we're in the landing mode, as you can see. That we just have little gusts of air pressure. So to change your gears, you hold the right mouse button and hit forward or backwards. So let's go into combat speed. There you go, that's more like it. Alright, now that we've done that, it marks something on our screen. Oops! Well, I guess you can check out the health now. You see, this is where we put our good engine. We put it on the other side of the asteroid, so we have to fly over here to get it. This is probably the part I'm worst at, landing. You press control to go down, by the way. Oops. If you hit the ground too hard, you will take damage. I don't think I hit it hard enough right there. The ship also tends to slide around a whole bunch. I should also point out that this game is still in development, and it's being made by one person. And already it's better than No Man's Sky because the frame rate is actually good and it's not, I don't know, 15 frames per second on a good day. As far as I can tell, you can't sprint, but you can go slower by holding shift. I'm not sure if jumping makes you go faster. It feels good though because of the low gravity. You can pick up these crates, but I'm not sure what it does. Because you have infinite crates to put in your ship, so I don't know why. I mean, I guess if we just want to get rid of some litter. So these things are your objectives, I guess. Here's the engine upgrade. You can now travel to other asteroids. Look up to find their radar signatures of heavenly bodies. So now you can see all these white circles. These are all asteroids that we can go to. There's not that many right now. Oh, never mind. There's a whole bunch more over there. So there's a bunch of asteroids to go to. And both the ones that I've been on have a little area like this where you can find crates and these things. So here's some lore stuff. You can find these scattered around on the asteroids and I assume the planets later. Oh, it's a beautiful picture. There's a lot of stuff. Pendleton, check out this feed. I just happened to be near the console when it came through. I can't locate the origin. I asked the computer 3 times and it gave me 3 different answers. My best guess is it got reflected off of the gravity shadow of the drive. We've seen random radiation waves get caught up in the drive and spit out sideways before, but this looks different. I spent an hour staring at it, and I'm telling you, it's not random. It was sheathed in a highly organized, tightly controlled signal, and that sort of thing just doesn't happen naturally. Frankly, it's exactly what our own encrypted communications would look like if we scrambled a couple of the input factors. I'm not saying this is of intelligent, non-human origin, but I'm not saying that either. Can you get some crypto folks looking at this? Drinks later, I'm off at 8. From there's Sigrid sent from my iMobile implant. Please excuse any spelling errors. I got nothing. Crypto came up empty. Let me know if you see more of these. I can't do drinks. Still trying to patch things up with Emily. Her condition was no Sigrid. Sorry. So you can toss that in your archives. Then on your ship, you can go and read any later. Okay, so here's a good showing of all the asteroids. Really, the thing that sets this apart from No Man's Sky, aside from the fact that it works, are these little diaries that there are scattered about. Yeah, here they are. So you can read all the ones that you've got there. You see there's 3 of this. That's only part 1 of this set. That's not the bridge. Alright, now that we've picked up the cruise engine, we get another message. You see now, hero, the sad remains of our glorious vanguard strewn like so many pearls across the system, each a fragment of a life once owned by a steadfast traveler of Rodina. I weep for their fate, as all on Rodina do, for they were our brothers and sisters. You see now the burden that rests on your capable shoulders and the reasons for the urgency of my messages. I see now that your reach now exceeds this humble location. Go forth, young hero, and find a greater means of outfit for your craft, but take care, for the enemy is everywhere, and if you die, the hopes of our great people die with you. Oh, did I mention this? As soon as the message is gone, the blue thing goes away. As soon as all your new ones are gone. So, let's hop on in here. And let's get moving to another asteroid. Where's that big cluster of them? Oh, there they are. So to activate your main thrusters, you go up to combat speed, and then you go up to cruising speed. And once you get into empty space, the cruising speed will rapidly increase. Okay, this seems like a closer one. To make your ship stop turning, you have to center the circle, which is something that I don't know. Alright, so there it is. I'm going a bit too far. Okay, slow down, please. It doesn't look too big, but once we get closer, it still doesn't look too big. There's an enemy ship here, so let's... Okay, stop. Oh my god. Combat speed, okay. Ugh. Oh, this is going to take forever. We're really far away. Yeah, see, there we go, okay. Hello? Okay. As you can tell, our guns are extremely accurate. Pinpoint. Thankfully, his are about the same. Mouse, 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 come on. Oh my god, I gotta clean my mouse after this. The laser part is having some troubles right now. Whenever you hit an enemy, you'll see that golden flash on them. You can also track the ship because of the green trail that it leaves. So that's helpful. Ow. There, okay, now once it looks like that, it's destroyed. Okay, so I gotta go clean the laser on my mouse. Okay, this should be a little bit better. It feels a little more solid. So that small little asteroid that we saw before is now about as big as the one that we just left. Also, the altitude meter is not towards the center of the asteroid, it's how far you are above land, so you can use that to tell when to turn on your landing. When to turn on your landing stuff. I usually do it when I'm under 500 meters. So there's more stuff here for us. Oops. Okay, come on. Stop. Alright, this is as good as we're gonna get. Okay, let me look around. So it's to the... After we leave the ship, it will be left. I was looking at the Twitter for the guy who makes it... Oh, wow. Ooh, that's disorientating. That's cool. See, look, because of the artificial gravity, the ship, we're like this, but as soon as we leave the artificial gravity, like, our screen tilts to the side. But I was looking at the guy's Twitter yesterday, and he said that he was afraid No Man's Sky was gonna ruin his sales of this game, but all it's done is actually help. And I mean, I wouldn't have bought this game if No Man's Sky wasn't as terrible as it was. So I'm pretty glad that No Man's Sky didn't do too good, because this is a game. Missile. Where'd it go? Hello? Oh, right after this. Missile ammo. When piloting your ship, tap R to switch to the secondary weapons. You can choose the secondary weapon at the operations computer. Okay, so I think we have a missile launcher now. This key will allow you to read more of the encrypted communications on the radio. It should be another audio diary. Yep, here's a new one. What I think about that, 1 out of 5. The music is gorgeous, by the way. What I think about that with Hal Grumpkins. Dearest readers, you know what I hate? Gravity. I'm not a picky man. I like the simple things in life. A hot cup of coffee, a little light jazz on the cochlear implant, okay. A whiff of fresh ozone on the breeze. I don't need fancy, but boy, it would be nice to not have to lug my own body weight around all day. Why is it that I can take a pneumatic rail to China in 20 minutes, but I still have to huff and puff my way to the mailbox? My doctor can take out all my teeth, wash and wax them, and put them right back in, but I still have to rely on these old knees to get me up the stairs at night. Why do I even need stairs? Oh, that's right, gravity. I tell you, readers, some days it seems like this whole world just wants to keep me tied right down at ground level. I went down the drugstore. You mean to the drugstore? The other morning to get a fresh charge for Rodney. On the way there, they fired off another one of those colony ships from a spaceport a few towns over. Now, I'm not saying I'd want to join those poor souls, but seeing that thing flying overhead did make me think. At least they're finally getting away from this whole gravity business. Guess I'll just keep huffing and puffing down here, but let me tell you, all those science folks are wrong. Like the man said, gravity is not there because of mass attracting mass, it's because the Earth sucks. Hard. And that's just what I think about that, Hal Grumpkins. Alright, so now, look, you can see that this asteroid is actually rotating. Let me put my mouse onto this star right there. As you can see, it's moving, and it'll eventually go over the sun. And you can even see like a little asteroid in front of the sun right there. So here's our missiles. So we have another weapon. That's what that weapons tab is for. So we got another new message, and we can... Oh no, we don't have one. We can read some of the encrypted communication here. Incoming transmission. Source identified. Landfall class light transport designates CSS Vanguard. 97% confidence. Rodina, please respond. Incoming transmission. Vanguard. Rodina, this is Vanguard comms. Please respond. Incoming transmission. Source identified. Polo class custom heavy transport designate Rodina. This is Rodina. Mission comms. We read you. Give us your status. We saw you make a clean entry into the heliosphere and then everything cut out. Vanguard. Be advised, Rodina. We have hostile Xeno contact. Repeat, hostile Xeno contact. We're repelling fire from 3 unknown vessels. Some kind of energy weapons. Took out half of our plating before we even disengaged the liminal drive. Rodina, that's not possible. The system's empty. We've got long-range data going back 40 years on this. It's always been empty. Can you evade? Re-engage liminal. Vanguard, negative. We lost the primary pilot and most of navigation in the first volley, so we're flying blind. Liminal drive is down. The computer auto-ejected everyone on the starboard side. We're trying to get some distance under conventional thrusts, but they're right on us. Plating's at 40%. We need help there. Here, Rodina, can you give us? You mean, can you help us? Rodina, I'm not sure I understand what you want exactly. We're still 5 or 6 years away at current speed. We can monitor you, but not much else beyond that. Science Division says Xeno is a negative. It must be another colony group. Maybe someone found a faster trajectory to the system? Can you identify any markings? Vanguard, these are Xeno hostiles, Rodina. Repeat, Xeno. E.T. Little green men. Xeno. Plating's at 30%. You need to burn your fuel reserves or move to a faster trajectory, or I don't know, try to blow out their transmitter with your comms. Do something. Rodina, negative. You want us to risk the entire mission with an untested trajectory. We've got millions of lives here, and we're not exactly nimble. Hold the frequency. I'm getting word from command. Okay, Vanguard, I have orders for you. We need to get you as close as you can to the hostiles and then detonate your drive. That comes directly from the Council. You need to take the hostiles out or cripple them if possible. Vanguard, screw you, Rodina. Plating's at 10%. I'm launching all life pods and ordering a core eject in the opposite direction. If the hostiles follow the core, we may be able to get a few life pods into the asteroid belt and hide. Detonate your own drive if we want to live. Interesting. So we may be some of the survivors of the Vanguard. Rodina, do not eject core, Vanguard. Repeat, do not core eject. The whole mission plan is on those cores. If they break the encryption, they'll have everything. All our tech, all of our landing sites. You're screwing 3 generations of lives here, Vanguard. Vanguard, 3% plating. It's already done. Good luck, Rodina. Rodina. Vanguard, come in. Vanguard comms, please respond. Any surviving Vanguard crew, this is your parent colony ship, the Rodina. If you're still receiving communications, it is imperative that you contact us on private frequency 43.69376. Your survival and our survival depends on you communicating with us. This message will repeat. End buffer dump. Okay, well, I don't really have a way to transmit anything. Hold on a second. Oh, this is a view screen. I thought this was a window. No, it's like a holographic view screen. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I don't have a way to contact the Rodina with this thing. Which way should we head out now? Where are my asteroids? Hello? Alright, here we are. Unless it's the same one we started at, which I would be very disappointed. And it would also be really strange. I think this is the same one we started on. Okay, well, I'm stunned that I managed to do that. Hostile ship here. So where your ship is pointing is where the blue circle is. The thing in the middle is just like where your screen is centered. I don't want to use missiles because I don't know how to lock on. If I can, and I only have 2 missiles anyway, I don't really want to waste them. I'll just keep using this. Ow. There we go. Alright, let's head on over here. There's already something here, so it's better than the last one we went to. The asteroid part is nothing, man. You gotta see when the planets come into us. I remember Vinesauce doing it with the planets, and it's a mess because you can burn up on re-entry. Okay, I actually managed to park in a pretty good spot there. Come on. This asteroid is rotating a lot faster than some of the other ones we've been on. It's pretty easy to see that too, yeah. Does every asteroid have its own spin speed? If so, that is really impressive. Alright, let's see what piece of equipment we get this time. Another encryption key. A traveling child's first ABCs. Wow, this is kind of cute. A traveling child's first ABCs, printed by Rodina Free Press, Aft Deck Level 4. A is for Aft Deck, where workers all live, those with big dreams, but with little to give. It sounds really dark. B is for Basonics, a wonderful tool, now metal men serve under mankind's rule. C is for Council, elected by all, a small group of men hold this ship in their thrall. D is for Danica, the morning star bright, she circles her sister and bathes in her light. E is for Earth, a weak, decadent bore. We all lived there once, but we don't anymore. I wonder if we can fly to Earth and see what it looks like, because, well, obviously something happened there. F is for the foredeck, where the rich flex their powers. When we land, their fine clothes will be dirty like ours. G is for gravity, keeps your feet on the ground. Without it, our up would look much like our down. H is for home, where we one day will land, with the sun on our backs and find seed in our hand. I is for independence, the virtue most high. A traveler knows you need this or you die. J is for joint stock, which is how we've arranged, and the shares in our venture can all be exchanged. K is for the kin that we left far behind, those lacking in courage, the cowed and blind. L is for liminal drive, built by Malcolm McCready. It's clean and efficient and remarkably speedy. M is for the mission plan that our grandparents wrote. It ensures that we all have a voice and a vote. N is for niceness, which we all must maintain. The ship is too small to hold anger and pain. O is for the old ways that are now dead and gone. The folks on this ship will be nobody's pawn, except for the thing we read earlier where they said those guys held everyone in their thrall. P is for People's Assembly, in which all may speak. It gives voice to the bold and a shield to the weak. Q is for quotas that we all must fulfill. Hard work and rough hands are the price of free will. R is the rationing, the things that are rare, not waste but conserve, not replace but repair. S is for sleeper car, where the richest are laid. When we land, we will wake them and hand them a spade. T is for terraforming the rock and the sand. With our seeds and machines, we will carve out our land. U is for underdecks, full of pipes, valves, and steam. Workers covered in soot polish each until they gleam. W is for wagon master, who has power and clout. If we don't like him, we can just vote him right out. X is for Xenos, who we know don't exist, yet stories of little green men still persist. Z is for Zorica, the day star of old. She spins round and round under Danica's hold. Alright, there we go. That was interesting. All these things are pretty interesting. Okay, so I think we're gonna go to one... Oh no, I gotta read the, encrypted thing first. Well, I'm gonna go see how long the encrypted thing is, and then if it's too long, then we'll head to another asteroid and do that, and then I'll read the rest of this. No, I'll read the rest of that next video, because I am gonna do more of these, guaranteed. There's 2 things on this one. Okay, I might need to get a little bit closer first. Once the combat music starts, that means switch to combat thrusters. Okay, well, I'm not entirely sure if you can lock on with the missiles. Oh wow, I actually lost them. I'm bad at space combat, by the way. I'm good at air combat, but the keyword there is air. If there's air, I know how to use planes and stuff, but if it's in space, and I have no clue how to do this stuff. I don't, like, is there energy fighting? Where's the asteroid? There it is. Oops. Don't worry, it's fine. It repaired itself. Ugh. Good. Good here? Oh, good enough. What is this? Interesting. Never seen any of this before. Come on. This is really low gravity. Diaconum crystal. I use the power of the liminal drive. Now you can travel across the solar system in 4th gear. Okay, so that's pretty much our hyperdrive. I guess that's kind of like a dilithium crystal. What's that? Oh, that's the ship I destroyed. It's still burning and flying over there. How long is this? This is pretty long. Let's... whatever. It's no time constraint. Arise, sons and daughters. This humble sphere, which you have called your home, is not but the first step in your journey. For too many years we have slept in the womb of creation, content to merely gaze at the heavens. We threw rocks and twists of metal into the sky, touching the darkness above only with hesitant fingertips. Arise, no longer is that sky beyond our grasp. Raise your arms. For that modern Prometheus, that most science-blessed, that world-striding creator has given us the chariot and the steed in one. Look up and see that Malcolm McCready has limbed us in glorious possibility. Oh, my sons and daughters, step forth and seize that possibility. For generations we have gazed through dark glass at worlds beyond our own, yet these worlds remain the above, the unreachable beyond. No longer would you waste away on earth in these barrows, these sloven huts, awash in the stagnation and rot. Will you stand with clay feet in the dust of generations, treading the same ground a billion before you have trod? Or will you tread upon the stars themselves? The Zorka Trail Joint Stock Company invites you to a general meeting of shareholders and interested parties for the purpose of raising funds for provisioning and carriage for interstellar travel and communication, and colonization. Interested parties of all means are most welcome. Those with skills in navigation, mechanical or software maintenance, and life support systems are much desired. Fertility and willingness to procreate are not required, but are strongly preferred due to the expected duration of the journey. Produced using ePamphlet software for all your proselytizing needs. Alright. Well, let's go take a trip around this asteroid and see if I can find that other thing. Huh? Question marks. Those planets? Well, we'll see those next time. I want to fly around this thing and see. I wonder if I go into cruising speed, does that make me go sideways faster too? Yes, it certainly does. Oh boy. There it is. Okay. Oh, this thing's got a flashlight on it too. Cool. That on. I'm sliding. I'm sliding down. There. That's not the way out. I wonder if the other asteroids had multiple things and I just missed them. Oh, well. The Inhumanity of Automatons, a transcribed interview from the archives of Plectoro Ira. This transcription captures an interview with Dr. Hammond Peel that was conducted during the press tours for his popular speculative fiction novel Under the Metal Fist. It occurred outside of the San Diego Municipal Museum for Physical Reading Implements, immediately following a well-attended reading of Peel's novel. The audio contains loud crowd noise from a large contingent of Peel supporters chanting from a comparatively modest group of humans. For Masonic rights, protesters can also be heard, although it is substantially muted due to police deployment of voice dampeners. Note: audio recording begins mid-interview. Peel: and that, friend, is why your thinking is flawed. My character, fellow Uprise, is not simply a merry soup for my views. He's an expression of the highest values in man: willpower, autonomy, pride, and pureness of humanity. An icon, if you will. In all humility, I tell you, I could never fill such large shoes. Interviewer: then his rather lengthy speech, the one right when the human uprising against the mechanists begins, you're saying it's not simply your words in his mouth. Peel: remember, at that moment, fellow Uprise has spent 20 years under the boothiel of Masonic overseers. He says only what is natural. Would I say those words under his circumstances? Certainly, but so would any human not already seduced by anthropomorphism. Interviewer: but your betrayal of Masonic, wait, what? Entries as, is it supposed to be entries or entities? As heartless and evil, particularly the Mechanist leader, Unit 775. Peel: I reject your premise. You clearly haven't understood my work. Interviewer: you claim that Unit 775 isn't evil. Peel: I go further. I claim that Unit 775 and all Masonic entities are incapable of evil. Interviewer: but the things you describe are clearly monstrous. Peel, the harvest fields, the forced breeding programs, the initial slaughter of humans after the mechanics take over. Certainly these are evil acts, abhorrent, completely inhuman, but will you fail to understand what many of my rather Peel gestures at the humans for Masonic rights protesters, vociferous critics, fail to understand is that a Masonic entity cannot be evil. Can their acts be abhorrent? Certainly. Are they capable of murder, genocide, and cruelest, though the cruelest and most inhuman of acts? Of course. But what they are not capable of is free will. Interviewer, are you really saying that the automatons we create in the future will be some kind of soulless and human? Peel, visibly agitated. My good man, you miss my point. I'm saying that the automatons we have today are soulless, are capable of inhuman acts today. So that's one of two. Alright, so I think that's all going to be all for this time. Next time I'm going to fly over to one of those question marks and see what it is. If it's a planet or a moon, I guess they'll kind of go hand in hand. But we'll see next time. So, I hope people enjoyed this. I mean, this is my kind of game, really. Okay, so next time I'm going to read the encrypted message that we managed to encrypt, then we'll head to the other planets. So, thank you for watching, and goodbye.